Alright, my lovelies, I did have a malfunction with my memory card. My camera wasn't reading it. So apologies, there is no fast forward of the shuffling. You know, simple error. But I do have your cards out on the table. We have 2 aces, 3 major arcanas, and I did notice one synchronicity. We do have 555 already here. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. The best part of your day, we start out with death. The 6 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. Well, we start out with death, hence that 555 energy. 5 in numerology is change, which is literally the death card. Gotta love it. Circumstances have to change. We know it needs to change. We want it to change. Spring energy, yes, changing of the season. I do believe because it's what, the Aries season now. So we have more drive, more ambition. Spring is here. Spring equinox is on its way. So yes, we're turning over a new leaf, not just in the proverbial sense, but metaphysical and literal sense on all fronts. Yeah, gaining the fortitude to, begin again. Be more successful, despite anything that gets thrown at us to test ourselves or tries to bring us down. And yesterday's daily tarot reading, we had the rise above it. In other words, we had kind of the power to overcome, and we're kind of staying with that energy, except for now that we have the sun in Aries, that's going to help us. We get the drive, we get the ambition, we get the motivation. And if this is the best part of our day, and this is where we're actually kind of steering ourselves towards, kind of like a rudder, if this is where we're throwing all that energy in, that's a wonderful place to be. That means what we set out to do, what we aim to do, we're more likely to actually stick with it and succeed. Okay, the worst part of our day, we have the Page of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the Tree of Life. This deck does have additional cards, by the way. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, followed by the 10 of Cups. Worst part of our day. Yeah, this might actually be more of a feeling or an inclination that you get, that oftentimes anything you try your hand at, anything that you usually try to put that drive, ambition, all your energy and effort into, tends to fall on its face. It tends to spin around, and despite your best efforts, your best go at it, even trying 110%, that it doesn't give you back what you desire when it comes to improving circumstances. At the same time, you might end up discovering it hard to reapply that drive and ambition in areas where things have fallen apart, despite the fact that it's actually the area that you can do the most good. Why? Because that's the area of most improvement needed, where you could get the bigger drastic results. You might steer clear of that simply because things have fallen apart previous. Okay, so there might be a little bit of an avoidance issue. One of those, every time I touch that one area, that one subject matter, I can't get it off the ground. I can't make it better. Instead, it just turns to crap. It's that kind of attitude. You may hesitate. But just like a player on a basketball team who really, really sucks, well, if they put all their effort into improving where they suck, they'll be, you know, the most improved player if they succeed. There's the area of most, the greater area of most improvement. You know what it is. Okay. Let's see what comes up in the obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. See if I get any more of that kind of avoidance energy coming back up. We have the Three of Pentacles. The Six of Cups in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot. The Empress. And the Five of Swords. Yeah, that's kind of that hesitant, avoidant energy here. You, in order for things to get better, to build, you might actually have to build yourself up, boost yourself, give yourself that pep talk. Because we're situations that didn't work out, areas that your improvement fell on its face previous, in order to not have that repeat and come out better, so your efforts are not in vain. Instead, you at least see equal or better out of it where you hadn't seen fruition before. You're going to have to prop yourself up. Give yourself a pep talk. Give yourself a little bit of a boost. Pick yourself back up in order to keep on moving on. To convince yourself, it sounds like, almost. Convince yourself that that direction actually is and can be a bountiful one, a plentiful one. Something that can give you recompense despite, your failed attempts or hardships or difficulty previous in that particular area. In other words, the source of your misgivings and hesitation that may cause you to avoid it. Like I said, there's an area where you can be most improved on. But yeah, you're going to have to probably give yourself a pep talk, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and cheerlead yourself a little bit to convince yourself that your effort is not wasted, that it doesn't mean that you're always going to lose. Instead, you can do better now, that what you put in, you will get back out. You're capable of creating that for yourself. The abundance, the prosperity, and making it a very lucrative, creative endeavor from the get-go. You do have that willpower. Okay. Pep talk day. Ooh. Interesting. Just because attempts have failed before, and maybe you suffered under the weight, the pressure, the collapse, the things that were not solidified or stable, does not mean that will be repeated history. Remind yourself of that. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So not only are we turning over a new leaf, we might actually be trying to change our perspective enough that that new leaf will grow into something worthy, something that you've desired for a while. Okay. Aries energy will help. It's going to help us go out there and get it and hopefully stick to it. Yeah, that's where you may be pulling on that cheerleading energy. Okay, I did add up all your cards for the sake of numerology. Everything here adds up to 96, which also reduces to 6 in numerology. Was a temporary opportunity. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, that means we also have a synchronicity with what's on the table in the numerology. We also get 666. And so changing our thinking, our outlook. We don't have the hangman, but we do have the synchronicity. It works. Totally works for me, people. And for those of you that do like the astrology, we have, of course, the sun entering Aries. Drive, energy, enthusiasm, excitement, all runs high. It's Aries season. Good time to focus on what you're motivated to take action with, areas where you can most improve, hopefully. Take the initiative, hopefully feel good. That's where we're getting that cheerleading energy. The moon also enters Leo. Work on creative projects or hobbies. Use up some of the extra creative energy. If you tend to have it, can also make you feel a little positive. That's a nice influence, especially if we're going to have to give ourselves a little bit of a pep talk to build ourselves back up, cheerlead ourselves. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully this resonated for you, and if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. It's the quickest way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.